Greetings, listeners, and welcome to another fun-filled session of our one-shot called Dwarven Fiasco, brought to you by the Wednesday Night Crew. High in their cliff-faced temples, the Dwarven sages watched the plague roll in from the west. They pooled their resources to defend the Dwarven lands. Just as their great ritual was coming to an end, stray light from a distant star streamed in through the mighty pillars and pierced their magic circle. The dwarves, secluded behind their walls and cleft, survived the plague, even as it devastated the dwarven population of the northern reaches of the Vale. Few sages not in the temple lost their connection to the powers that helped them create and heal. Guilt drove the dwarven elders to set down their tools, while lassitude set in amongst the young. The production of weapons and arms in clefts ceased, though a noisy, steam-belching device made it seem as if the dwarves were still working. Our adventurers are there to get to the bottom of things and remove any existential threats that exist. It's been a challenge so far, so let's listen in to see what happens next.
Okay, last session, we resolved where Walter and Farah had gone, sort of. Farah, you and Walter had been exchanging glances throughout the earlier episodes. It had not gone unnoticed, and when you disappeared during combat, for practical reasons, I decided to ship you and Farah. So, loyal listeners at home, if you want to ship anybody in the company, I'm sure there's contact information on where you get your podcast. But you didn't have a chance to pipe in. I was hoping you would. So now we resolve what happened to you after Walter left. How many spell slots had you had spell slots, would you have expended?
I'd say about two. It was good.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay. There used to be an old game show called The Newlywed Game where you had to guess what the other person would have said. Mm-hmm. And you guys got it correct.
Woohoo!
So, but it remains, where were you last week when Walter came and joined the rest of the party?
So after me and Walter had our meeting in a monk's room somewhere. Rooms. Yeah. He was like, I should go back and help the party. And I said, that's a great idea. I'm going to take a nap instead. And
so you knew that he left.
Right.
And so the fact that he left no note or flower or anything on the pillow doesn't bother you? No,
not at all.
Okay.
No. We are still good. Yep.
I would have allowed you one rage this session.
Farrah doesn't have time for that shit. She's got stuff to steal. She's got things going on.
I also want to. Everyone else has magic weapons of sorts now. I would like to retcon a bit. And when you had the encounter with the skeletal cooks and the rats, you had found what I call the butcher's knife, which it's got no bonuses. It's 1d4 slashing damage. However, on a crit, you roll a die with the number of limbs that your opponent has. So 4 for a humanoid, 6 for centaurs and other insects, and arachnids, 8, and so on.
Nice.
100 for a millipede.
Very fitting for the butcher's knife.
And so it's right arm, left arm, right leg, left leg, depending on what you roll, that limb is severed.
Nice.
And if you get another crit on a subsequent round, the neck is substituted for the missing limb.
Nice.
As many times as it requires.
Wow.
Okay, that's what you have. So now everyone's got magic weapons. You are lost on the lower residences. They all took off without you.
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna head off in the direction that I last saw them going. And then I'm hoping that I see like signs of battle and that kind of stuff, maybe some blood splatters, and try to follow those.
There is ectoplasm. Let me bring up the map from last week. All over the hall with the guards' quarters.
Okay, so
lower residences.
Yeah, so I definitely follow ectoplasm. And keep going in that direction. Yeah.
You do not see them. You come out in the lower levels at the pillars, which you may recall.
Mm-hmm.
And you figure they doubled back. The
Okay.
training room, 18, 19, 20, 21, nobody's there.
Oh, these people, they moved so fast. Okay. Let's see. So then, could we go back to the kitchens?
Yes. There is a ramp going up, and there is also the waiting room where you had that long drunken rest.
Right. So I think I would follow the ramp up.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Something.
Been nice knowing you, Farah.
Yeah. You come up, do you see this hallway 15?
Yeah.
31 is the upper kitchen, the serving kitchen for the more well-to-do guests.
Nice.
There are pots and pans and cutlery all over the floor, which I assume you don't notice because you're flying.
Yep.
To the west is another one of those corrupted light spells that is now a sphere of darkness.
Okay. Oof.
And to the south, the hallway continues.
Can I make like a...
Yes.
Like some kind of like a perception check or insight check to like whether or not they would have gone.
You notice that a lot of the cutlery and pots and pans and dishes and everything all over the floor, there seems to be like trails wading through it.
Okay.
That continue to the south.
Okay, so I would do that definitely.
A messy trail.
They make a mess wherever they go. You know.
They did. You're not sure they did all this.
These dwarves and humans.
This was a lot more than they usually do.
Oh, man. Okay.
Which you get to the distillery, and I need another perception check.
All right.
You don't see anybody in here. You see bags of rotting grain and huge copper kettles. Stills set up.
Well, that is a 12.
You don't notice anything. How long are you planning on staying here?
Not long. I think I would keep moving. You know, my wings are restless, ready to get back.
All right.
Yeah. We'll go in one of those doors right there. Yeah.
That is a large semicircular chamber. Like it's about 100 feet across and 50 feet tall. A dome with like stars twinkling in the black granite ceiling. The toroidal table is surrounded by 47 evenly spaced, carved out of living stone benches, stools, I should say. And clearly this was a gathering place for, well, you don't know who. In the center of the table is a orange shag carpet, which Strick had not sucked on. And it turns out these tiny little these tiny little orange blivets are, which I'm having trouble seeing, are secret doors. So you got a freebie. You guys left that hanging open, and you can surmise that they went to the acolytes' residences.
All right. Man, sloppy work, leaving open the secret door here. Goodness gracious.
You say that out loud.
Yes, I do.
Your companions hear you, and you may meet up. Here at 35, there are, it wasn't 4, it was 3 dwarven sages who are arguing amongst themselves. And again, they give you side eye as you walk past, but they do not attempt to intercept you.
So do we see Farah now?
Yeah, you guys linked up.
Where did you go?
Nowhere. I mean, I've been here the whole time. In this dwarf thingy, Mabob fortress. Where have you been? You guys made a mess all through that whole hallway. It was like so easy to find you guys.
So our plan worked. We wanted to
leave breadcrumbs.
We left your trail.
Oh, well, that was thoughtful. Thanks.
You're welcome. There's 3 weird guys over there. Ignore them.
Hey, we're not that weird.
Yeah, I forget what the initiative last time was, so we're going to do that again whenever it's necessary.
If it's necessary.
I'd be surprised if we had a completely fightless session.
I don't think that's possible, but not everybody is immediately hostile to you, which isn't to say that they won't be hostile. It's just they're not immediately hostile.
So, yeah, last time we tried the doors to the weird compass to the north, we discovered that they were privies and it was gross and it smelled nasty.
Right.
Yes, similar to the privies on the lower floor. Apparently these guys are no cleaner than the commoners in the lower residences.
So I guess,
although the encounter is technically different.
I guess my only question would be: is there are we going to get anything valuable out of this area? I think Haladin went in at least one of these rooms, maybe 2 of these rooms, but I don't think he came out with anything.
No,
he left the book within.
Yes, I didn't touch much.
I mean, the book is arcane. If you don't have high arcana, it'd be hard to decipher. And he did tell you that much of what was within was redacted. Why would that be? I don't know.
So then...
I have an idea, though.
So then we should probably get out of here, go elsewhere, yeah?
I'm for that.
Yeah, if you can avoid antagonizing anybody, that's probably a good plan, right?
I mean, yeah. We haven't been to the labs and libraries, right?
No, you haven't.
Let's do that. You guys want to do that? Labs and libraries?
Yeah, especially if this elevator goes up.
Yes. Well, you're going to have to try both doors to figure out which is which. But it's pretty obvious that when you force the doors on the southern one, that it's an empty shaft and you actually feel a breath of fresh air rising from it compared to the stale air you're breathing.
Not poop air. That's cool.
Not poop air.
Yeah.
But the other one, you press the button on the other one. You don't have to force the door unless you choose to. It takes about a minute. Do you choose to force the door?
I mean,
press the button.
I don't see a reason to. Yeah, just press the button.
There may not be an indicator on it telling you what anything is happening. But if you wait a minute.
Yeah, these things usually take a second or two or more.
The door opens and there is a platform within.
Does it open like a Star Trek type deal?
Star Trek doors.
Nice.
Why wouldn't it?
Sure.
Nice.
It works.
I mean, it's not like there's like two guys behind it just pulling the door apart and making a chic noise.
two little dwarves going.
What does it look
Not
like?
A classic
inside?
Star Trek. It's a round chamber, much like the elevator you fell through from.
I don't think I fell through there, did I?
You did not.
No.
Oh yeah, you didn't fall.
So I'm all like, oh, cool.
No, it's just a round chamber. It's big enough. It's each square is 10 feet, so it's at least 15 feet on the inside.
Yeah, Farrah watched me fall to my death while she flew and did not fall.
Fluttered above. Yep.
In that instance, Strick, I think bit it too, though, so I wasn't alone.
Everybody did, and that was there's apparently falling damage. There's a maximum. And I allowed, since it was in a sealed shaft, that it would be half maximum damage as it fell to the slowly.
Yeah.
And then I allowed you to jump just as it hit the bottom with the dex save and half that again, which that's what killed you, is failing the dex save.
Oh, I know.
Great, definitely failed.
But this one, it probably works.
This one we didn't have to force the doors open. So
the foreman didn't say that these elevators, either of them, are trapped.
All right, I'm going in, but I'm not pressing any buttons.
I mean, I'm going in because I have no recollection of any of this since I wasn't there. So I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe this will take us where we need to go. So I just...
So you press all the buttons.
Yeah, he Halen takes his hand and runs down all the buttons on the
there
elevator.
Are many buttons. As far as I know, there's only one. Okay, and which brings us to
Ooh. Trivial Pursuit.
Sorry. Ooh, it's like a...
the elevator opens in the middle of the foyer.
Umbrella Corporation.
Nice.
It could be. Let me read the description for you as it opens up into the foyer. All right, elevator opens to a center of an octagonal room with 30-foot high ceilings. An orange glow comes through a rectangular opening to the north beneath a phrase carved in a stylized Dwarven script. On your passage, take only that which is holy, and take all that is holy. Proceed with care, reverence, and a mind well prepared. A heavy stone door to the south is carved with a version of a maze. Doors to the northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest have elemental symbols on them representing, I'm sure one of you knows this, one of you is a rock wizard, for instance, representing stone, water, fire, and air, respectively. The door to the northeast is cracked and hangs loosely on giant metal hinges. The one to the northwest is bulged out a little bit.
Well, let's see if I can decipher this. Not all these passages might lead the right way. So he kind of tries to read the passage, thinking we can maybe read between the lines, decipher, which is the path most commonly traveled.
The steps to the north are scalloped with use. All the dwarven footsteps. You recall that the foreman said, either drink them all or drink none. Don't half-ass it.
And we'll definitely need this. Just bring all this holy. Holds up his bent serving platter.
So should I so the rooms with the elements, I'm assuming there's doors going into these rooms?
Yes, doors are closed. One is bulged out. One is hanging on its hinges. The others are just closed.
Which is the one bulged out?
Northwest.
Okay.
Northwest is bulged out. The northeast one is hanging on hinges.
I go up to the northwest one and I try to open it.
I stand back, sword at the ready.
It's wedged tightly, and it is bowed in towards the foyer, towards you.
Okay.
It is cool and slightly clammy to the touch.
Okay.
It's almost, Rosemary, I don't know, it looks like something is trying to get out of there. Maybe we keep it in. Not open the door that's got the big bulge on it. As if something tried to ram through it and couldn't be contained.
So what I'm deducing from this statement is that maybe you're not interested in me knocking the door open.
I, for one, have my sword at the ready should you open it, but I am standing a good 20 feet back from you when you plan on opening it. But you do you, man. You do you.
I don't have...
I'm not going to yuck your yum. I don't think we should go into the room that says fire jet stuff.
There's nobody here to explain to me why I shouldn't do it, though. Like an in-depth explanation, if you get my drift,
Yep. Yeah, so I think we should.
Yeah, I have no reason to tell you no. I'm just saying, I'm going to be ready because I don't know what's on the other side of that, but it looks pretty...
Strick, you got your plan ready? You ready ready to do this?
Yeah, if we open the door, then, plan B.
All right, so I stand to the side of the door, and then I say, "Okay, Strick, you stand right here," and I point in front of the door.
Strick prepares a spell.
Okay.
And he'll if you'll allow it, he'll straight up prepare the spell, burning a level 2 spell slot. Because I know that if you prepare an action, you take the action.
Yes, whether you take it or not.
So
what spell are you saving, and what is a condition under which you will cast it?
He is going to prepare flaming orb or flaming sphere, whatever it's called. And if something comes through, he sees that something starts to charge, he'll cast it trying to block the doorway. It won't block, but it'll be there.
Okay.
So I think what's awesome is that out of game that my persuasion is my persuasion skill check is a +9. So I think it's kind of funny. It seems very natural that I could just say, "Hey, Strick, you go right here," and he's like, "Sure." I just think it just makes sense to me. So yeah, I'm gonna lean to the side of the door, and I'm gonna just go, and I'm gonna cast knock on it.
Does that work on doors that are broken or just ones that are locked?
Choose an object that you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access.
That's what mundane means. Okay.
Yeah.
The door opens, and everyone gets to make a DC 17 strength saving throw as a wall of water pours out of
Oh, jeez. That was the last thing I was expecting. I think this is the water.
Swirling, everybody would be knocked off their feet.
Anyone who's near me gets to add 3 to that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll use that for sure.
You said it's
I assume you're near to all of us.
I failed.
I mean, how near are you?
I'm not near to you, Rosemary, because I stood 20 feet back from you.
Son of a bitch.
But you're not near me either.
Oh.
It doesn't matter because I fell. It didn't help me at all.
I got a 14.
Everybody who did not make a 17 strength save is knocked prone, takes 7 bludgeoning damage, and you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
So it's like eaten from the fire hose.
Basically,
yeah.
The water's still swirling around. So why don't we take this opportunity to get initiatives?
So is it
Barbarian plants his feet, gets an 18 to save.
Good for you.
Nice.
You don't take bludgeoning damage either. And
is
you are prepared.
Is it draining?
No.
Shit. Okay.
The elevator closed after you got off.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Where's my pen?
I got a 7 for initiative, and I will be right back.
I really thought this was going to work. I got a 10 for initiative.
12 for initiative. And Strick is knocked backwards. And since he prepared a spell, he will still cast Flaming Sphere on the doorway, because he said if anything tried to get through. I can't imagine it plugs the door. If anything, it maybe slows the ingress, and a lot of steam starts erupting around.
Yes, there would be steam obscuring your vision.
Nice. Plan B!
I believe that is concentration, though, so you may have to make a save. It was only 7 bludgeoning damage to keep it going. Strick had 12, Rosemary had 10, Halidin had 7.
I have 13.
And the only person who's not knocked down
16.
All right. So what's this guy have?
This guy, you say?
There is a guy.
Non-gendered. After the initial wave goes through and the steam gets released, obscuring your vision, you see what you believe, because you guys aren't like new at this. What you believe is a water elemental follows that. His dex is +2, so his is... Okay, the order will be Walter, Farah, Strick, Elemental, Rose, and then Halidin. However, you all are knocked prone except Walter.
So then it's an action to stand up, right?
You're stunned until the end of your next turn. So this turn is, you're actually down 2 turns. This is turn 1 till the end of your next turn. Now, I guess you weren't in combat, so at the end of this turn, you can try to not be stunned. Nope.
Okay.
It doesn't say there's a save. So you will not be stunned, but you will just lose the first turn. The first turn is Walter, then the elemental, and then we'll start again.
And then that's it. So wait, Farah, you fly. How did you get?
There was a wave.
Wall of water.
It brought me down.
Damn.
The water is still frothing around, but it's going to settle. It's still swirling around, but it's going to settle around waist high to a dwarf.
Nice.
So it's Walter's turn.
Okay. So Walter is gonna sort of high step it a little bit and march right up towards this water elemental and pull out his new glaive that he picked up. And he's gonna try to whack this thing with the glaive.
Your glaive is a reach weapon. You can stand 10 feet off if you wish.
Yes. And he will choose to do that. Yeah. So he'll be, if nothing else, just to make sure that he can get there and hit it. So yeah. And before he does that, he will. He'll start raging there. So we'll go ahead and use up one of those.
Okay.
So he'll start raging as he makes this attack.
Go ahead.
And say, oi there, you big lad. Yeah, watch where you're stepping. Let's say 18 to hit.
That hits.
And that's for...
You make a splash.
16, I think, glaive slashing damage there. So I slash him once with the glaive. This is magical now.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And then he'll take a second swing, try to splash it a little bit more. Whoop. That one's a little bit better. That is 17 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Or 11 magical slashing damage. Taking some chunks out of it.
Yes. Okay.
You're making a real big mess in here. I ain't gonna have that in my establishment.
He's gonna move forward and engulf you.
Ooh.
All you need is a DC 15 strength saving throw.
All right, how bad could that be? Oh gosh, no, that's a 12.
You take 13 bludgeoning damage and you are grappled.
All right, I'll take half.
Until the grapple ends. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take half of that for the rage. Yeah.
You are restrained and unable to breathe.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Which I guess means you start doing constitution saves. I think that's how drowning works. Okay, top of the next round, it is Walter's turn.
So he is restrained in here. Can he fight to be unrestrained, or am I just taking...
At the start of each of the elementals' turns. Okay, well, his turn didn't start. So I guess you can attempt to do a DC 14 strength and try to get out.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a 23 strength on that one.
Okay.
Ooh.
You did manage to get out. Good for you.
Splash out. Watch out, he's got a bit of a...
You take a big gulp of air. Wait, it's not his turn. Farah, it's your turn.
All right, so unstunned, gonna take half my movement to stand up. And then would you say that Walter is engaged with this water elemental?
Sure. They're using the same space, basically.
Cool. So then she is going to flit over there like a fairy and use her new butcher's knife. I don't know if it has limbs, but I just got a crit 20.
Nice.
So that's max damage plus 1d4.
Right. Okay. For the max damage, does that include the sneak attack dice?
How did we rule last time?
I don't remember.
I think Chris said that everything was doubled.
Okay. So...
And I got no problem with that.
26. 26 damage then.
Total?
Yep.
Okay, so that was Farah. Strick. This is your turn, Strick. Strick is apparently not with us at the moment. Rosemary, no.
sorry,
elemental.
I'm sorry. I'm here. So he will cast a. Well, okay. So I'm assuming that the sphere of fire wasn't doing much to ingress impede the water coming through the door.
No.
Okay.
There's just too damn much of it. You did make a lot of steam, and so it's hard to see.
So he'll try to back that sphere towards the water elemental, knowing that it's the furthest back, and see if he can kind of start boiling away at the back of the water elemental, not knowing if that's going to work or not. So if it can move, if it's 20 feet, he'll move it back.
He is currently engaged with Walter.
Yeah, it's grappling him, but he's hoping he can just edge it in just ever so close.
We'll grapple enough.
We'll see how that works.
Okay.
What would happen if it worked?
So it would take a dex save versus 14. No, 15, sorry.
He fails his dex.
Okay. So, and then it would take dice. All right, 9 points of fiery damage to see if it can kind of sizzle him away a little bit. Then steam away some of the water elemental.
Steam away.
And then, so that was his bonus action since he casted it last round to move it. And then he's going to fire a lava bolt, thinking maybe, did he tell that like maybe fire damage did okay against the water elemental, or it did absolutely nothing?
It doesn't say it does absolutely nothing, so I'm sure it worked.
Okay, so he'll fire a lava bolt then, going, oh wait, I got it. It's heat him up and turn him into steam, and he'll fire a lava bolt, which I rebranded as the fire bolts, and 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Watch out, Walter.
It doesn't hit Walter either.
Whoa. Watch it there. That was a singer.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Elemental will. What's his? You are standing back. Is that correct, Strick?
Oh yeah. I mean, he started pretty close, but as per usual, he does try to backpedal a little bit, if you'll allow it, because he's been doing that regularly as a wizard.
Sure. If you weren't up close, then it's fine. Something happened to my stats for the water elemental. There we go. All right, water elemental will make 2 slam attacks with one on Walter and one on Farah, the 2 closest to him. So Walter, does a 26 hit you?
Oh yeah.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. And Farah, does a 23 hit?
Sure does.
That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, and I'll use my reaction to half it.
That damage.
Yep.
I believe that is Rosemary then.
All right, so I see this water elemental doing stuff and things that I don't appreciate. So I have my little hand drum and I start beating it with this like intense syncopation, and you hear me whispering thunder over and over, and then I say thunder wave, and I shoot a thunder wave at this thing, and it needs to make a con save, please, and that's going to be DC 14.
He got a 21.
Well, isn't that nice?
Then
he's only going to take 2 whole thunder damage.
Thunder damage. Okay, that's not on the list, so that's good. 2 whole thunder damage.
There's a list, guys.
Crap.
Yes, I'm reading the list of damage resistances.
I figured as much.
Haladin.
Yes. I use half my movement to stand up. The rest of my movement to run forward and take this foul elemental to haste my sword with a 23
Hits.
to hit.
Nice.
With only 5 points of damage, but seeing my fellow adventurers in pain, I will use a divine smite. Divinely smote it. And in divinely smiting it, I get to roll more dice. Those dice being these 2 right here. That do another 8 points of damage.
All right.
A total of 13 I did that count.
Yeah, I got it. Walter, you're up.
All right. Well, Walter, now that he's out of this thing, he is going to try to swing his glaive through it. The first one, nope. That's going to be a 9 to hit it. Probably not good enough.
No, not good enough.
All right. Second swing of the glaive, though, on the back swing is 24 to hit it.
That hits.
For 15 magical slashing damage as I connect with it. And I let out a little cheeky, we'll clean you right up here. You're no good making a big mess of the mop water here.
No, he's not. He's no good doing that. Farah, it's your turn.
All right, let's try stabbing him again. Oh no, she drops the butcher. Not quite. Is it 2 plus 7? So 9.
That does not hit.
Nope. Swings wildly. You know what? She is gonna do the, what is it? The cunning action. Yeah, to disengage and move away from the water.
Very well.
Yep.
Strick, your turn. Strick may be having connection issues as he's not at home.
Oh.
I can't hear you. Sorry. Did anyone get that?
No, not at all. You sound like a robot. Wait, think you're coming back. Try again.
Okay, go back to me.
All right, we'll come back to him as he fixes the connection. The elemental will. Strick is not nearby. Rosemary, are you nearby? I'm sure Haladin is.
Kinda.
What did you do last? Was that that was a range spell?
Thunderwave, yeah.
What is that range?
15 feet.
Okay, so he will then fight Walter and Haladin as everybody else has backed away. Does a 24 hit you, Walter?
Oh, yeah.
He will do 2d8 plus 4. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, half of that.
Does Haladin, no, a 11 does not hit. No, 12.
Nope.
Does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
He misses you. Strick is holding his action. Rosemary, it is your turn.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. I think. Yeah. I'm gonna. So I'm gonna step back a little bit further. And I'm gonna cast. Shatter, and I want to do so in like I want to make sure that the sphere just captures the elemental, but not any of my party members.
Okay.
So as I cast that, I'll need the elemental to do a con save, please. A DC 14.
17.
God bless it, seriously. All of a sudden you're high rolling. Okay, let's see. At least this is one of those full and half damages, so I just got to roll good, which I didn't do great. So he takes 5 thunder damage.
All right.
I just keep burning my spell slots. So that's cool.
Haladin.
Yeah, back at it with my sword. First attack is a miss. I probably forgot my second attack last turn. Whoops.
Second attack, remember.
I did. I'm remembering. The second attack this time is a 16.
That hits.
Hey. And it does 9 points of damage.
Okay, he's looking pretty fucked up.
Nice.
I mean, as much as water can. He's a spindly looking elemental now.
We live near Lake Erie. We know what fucked up water looks like.
True.
I was driving on the shoreway once, and I saw a bunch of like really skinny water spouts on it. It was cool.
Ooh.
I'm sure it wasn't like Twister. I'm sure they were just mildly swirly phenomenon.
Yeah.
Okay. That is top of the order, Walter.
Well, Walter, it's worked out so far. He's swinging the glaive at this thing again. At least he thinks it's working so far. He's not so sure, but he's also not so smart. He's swinging the glaive through this thing again.
Yeah, go ahead.
14 to hit.
That just hits.
10 magical slashing damage with the first swipe. And then he brings it back on a backswing for 7 to hit. But yeah.
You missed anyway because the water elemental kind of fell back into the 2.5 feet water covering the floor. And you are currently out of combat. The water lab is open before you, again, covered in water. And the broken door to the northeast has also let water into that room.
I'm walking into the water lab. I mean, I opened the door for a reason. I want to go see.
Yeah, you want to see what's in it.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
I don't know if everybody does, but I know I do.
Well, as you noticed, this room was full of water, the result of an experiment gone wrong. Water did flood from the room with enormous force, and all the creatures in the foyer were affected. So, what's in there now?
Yeah, what is in there now?
What is in there now? Benches and Bunsen burners that have been waterlogged, and like Erlenmeyer flasks and everything that looks like a laboratory. There is a vial of something. One of the vials is full, has not been like toppled over and emptied out. It's sitting on top of a unlit Bunsen burner. It would have been boiling away, I'm sure.
Clearly, this is ingredient number 8. And Strick gives that an investigation check to see if it's part of an indestructible twink eye.
It's not part of the indestructible recipe, but it
rolls a 17
probably would
investigation check to see if you can figure out what it is.
I'm sorry, what was that investigation check for?
17 to figure out what this was.
You believe it is a vial of never-ending water.
Ah.
Well, this isn't part of the list.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
A sticker on the side has 2 words on the side, which you, as a wizard, would guess based on what they look like. They're probably command words to start and stop the never-ending flow.
Well, this is yours, Walter. He throws it over his shoulder at Walter. This ain't mine. Say Sugarbush to start it, and say that's a sweet girl to end it.
That's a sweet girl. Sugarbush, and that's a sweet girl. Okay.
I mean, I opened the door, but I'm sure it's cool that Walter gets it. That's fine.
You can fight over it. He's got a glaive if you want it.
It's in the air.
All right.
It's flying through the air right now?
Flying through the air.
Athletics check.
Go for it, Pecha.
I got a 9.
Well, I critically failed, so doesn't matter.
Are you still raging?
Rage is only a minute. I presumed it was more than a minute after our battle that we kind of marched in here. So
I catch it.
I fall face first in the water.
I help you up.
Okay, according to the compendium, there are one of the words, which I hadn't written down, is stream, which produces 1 gallon of water. Fountain produces 5 gallons of water, and geyser produces 30 gallons of water per turn.
So you say that word, and then you say that word again?
That's pretty awesome.
That's the theory behind it.
Okay.
Sugarbush to start it. That's a sweet girl to end it. At least that's what it says there in ancient.
Sugarbush is stream. It takes an action to start it with the start word. So that is one action. It's not a bonus action on your turn.
Strick, I don't think you read the words right.
Are you trying them out?
So, well, wait. Is it your description like that says you say one of those words to trigger the different volume of water, or is it his?
It's your action to trigger it. With a command word. And apparently he's read them, and one says Sugarbush, one says that's a sweet girl.
All right. I look at the thing. Is it got like a cork on the end of it? Or something, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. So I take the cork off, I look, I smell it. I'm like, it smells like water. And I kind of lean it over in the direction of Strick, and I say, "What'd you say, Sugarbush?" And it's pointing open at Strick's direction.
It's just 1 gallon of water per 6 seconds. So it's your shower on full blast.
Yeah. So Strick just got hit in the face with some water from a vial. And I
was already wet.
Say, that's a sweet girl.
And nothing happens. It is continuing. to pour out.
I may have read that wrong.
I say, oh, it's probably say sugar bush again.
That does nothing to change.
I was like, and I go, this is garbage, and I throw it behind me
Into the water.
All right.
and just walk away.
Does the vial start flying around in the water as it's being propelled?
Yes, it's kind of skittering along the bottom. As you have, it always pays to like test it out before you're in combat. But it is like much of the other magic items here corrupted, and it will not stop. It absolutely will not stop until you are dead or whatever.
So, guys, I think I probably should be opted out from decision making for a little while for the group here. It appears as though I've been making the best calls. So maybe we need someone virtuous. Hayden, maybe you should make some of the calls here.
I mean, I did tell you not to open up that door.
I mean, that was advice. I'm speaking of actually like leading us in the proper direction. Or Walter. I mean, he is a former business owner.
Walter is going to try to go scramble and pick this thing up as it's spewing water everywhere.
Okay, you can do that.
And he will attempt to tie it around his belt in a way where it just like shoots out behind him the whole time and doesn't necessarily get him his pants soaked.
Okay.
So he's gonna try to knot it around his belt like that for now.
Give me a dexterity save.
It's not great. 9.
Okay, you did get it all over your pants, but you eventually figured out how to situate it such that you have a shower squirting out behind you.
Say it backwards. Say bushy sugar.
That does nothing. Oh, bushy sugar. That does nothing because you're not controlling it.
So
okay.
Is the person that activated it the person that has to shut it off?
The person who controls it gets to change the water level.
Okay.
Well, if you want me to make a choice, I say we go to one of the other rooms. I wonder if we go to the fire room, if there'll be a way of like just evaporating the water as it sprays out.
There you go.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I like that.
If it didn't work that way. As you leave the water lab, you are confronted by a much diminished water elemental.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Come on, Sugar Bush. I thought we were done with that.
Do we want to continue with the
Same order?
Continue with the same order.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody do their perception check.
You guys bring it back to life with that stupid vial. I have no perception.
I'm thinking
whatsoever.
so. I got 17.
13.
19
Okay.
for sure.
You guys who passed a 15 are not surprised by this, and you can act on the first round. Walter, what did you get?
Walter got a 10.
Farah passed. Farah, you may attack the elemental. We're going with the same initiative.
She got a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome.
He's going after their Farah.
You don't get your sneak attack because you are the one who is engaging with it.
Oh, well. So that's 5. 5 piercing damage. He's back!
Okay.
Walter, he's right there!
If that is your butcher's knife, that's slashing damage.
Oh, slashing. Right, that makes sense.
Doesn't really matter in this context. But
good to know. Yeah.
Okay, Strick, what did you pass your perception of 15?
Yeah, he got a 19.
Okay.
So he said, okay, let's try this again. He fires. Oh, that I saw. 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. With another lava bolts. He does 6 points of fire damage.
Say again, how much damage?
6 points of fiery damage.
Can you put it in your chat?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Low reception tonight. Yes, 6 points up and in chat.
6 point. Okay. The elemental will engulf Farah, which is right there.
Okay.
Who is right there.
Yep.
And I think it's a DC 15 strength check initially, or be grappled.
I am grappled. I got a 6.
You also cannot breathe. You are restrained.
All right.
Rosemary.
I have an idea. So
Farah's in the thing if you're planning on like shatter or anything.
So if there was a water elemental in the water room, would there be a fire elemental in the fire room? And if so, would they cancel each other out? and I run over to the door of the fire room.
Okay, what is your movement?
30.
Okay, we'll
25,
say
25 feet.
And we'll say like waist deep water is difficult terrain. So you can go 25, which is 2.5 squares toward the fire room.
Gotcha. So that was
if that's all you do is just
that was
double movement.
Pretty uneventful.
Yeah, that's fine. You're thinking though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go I'm gonna. What is it? Oh my gosh, what's it called?
When step.
No, when you just my brain is shut down. When you just do your double movement, it's called something though.
Dash.
Thank you. Jesus, I'm like sprint. Yeah. I'm gonna dash to that door. So at least I'll be there for my next turn.
Right.
And I'm like, Farah, I'm gonna open this. It's gonna help you out.
Hayladin, you want to weigh in on that? Hayladin, it's your turn.
I can only say I'll rescue you next time, Farah. I see you. I know you're in trouble, but I am too stunned that this thing is still alive that I choose not to take an action this turn. I just can't believe it. I'll get you.
You failed your okay.
Oh wait, yeah, I failed too. So then I don't get to take one either.
Okay, well, that's your plan for next time, right?
Well, shit. Yeah.
Walter.
Farah's in there.
I don't believe it.
Walter's gonna go ahead and do a leap at the water elemental and try to rip Farah out of it. So he's trying to tackle through elemental.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's a DC 14 strength to extricate her.
So I dive with that strength. It's a 21 on the strength save as I dive through to
heroic.
So Farah and I are now splashing around on the ground, like half underwater here.
Yeah, it's like from here to eternity. There's just waves, and you're embraced there with the water just crashing on you.
Bring our heads up above the water at the same time, and music plays, and we go to the next person. Yeah, she's out.
It's her turn.
Walter, not right now. And she gets out. Sorry, I had to. And then she'll get up and she would like to slash again at this water weird.
Okay.
That is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Come on, we have to kill this thing before Rosemary lets the fire elemental out, and then we're facing two things at once.
Strick, your turn.
So Strick will fire another firebolt at the water elemental. All right, 16 to hit. No. 7.
That hits.
9 points of fire damage.
All right. I have noted that. Water elemental. Who's nearby? Farah, Walter, and Haliden.
I mean, Walter just dove through the thing, so he's right there on the ground.
I don't want to take any undue advantage. Farah is in the air and has just attacked it.
That makes sense.
Farah, 20 to hit.
Oof, that hits.
2d8 plus 4 is 13 bludgeoning damage.
All right, and then half it with my reaction. Uncanny dodge.
That's a pretty good reaction.
Heck yeah, it is.
Hey, Ladin, does a 22 hit?
Yep.
That is 18 damage. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Dang.
That was his turn.
You're rolling pretty well tonight, or this water elemental is pretty badass.
Elementals are not like they're not knockovers.
Mm-hmm.
What is the challenge rating on this guy? I bet it's 3.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
I thought elementals were 5.
It doesn't matter because it's Rosemary's turn.
Indeed.
Water elemental challenge rating 5.
I use my turn to dash to the fire room door.
That is, how many feet away is it? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's 90 feet away from the door to the water elemental. It is waist high water that you are dashing through with whatever your speed is. So I'm guessing you get 25 per turn with a dash.
My movement is 25.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get there. Guys, I'm never going to get over there. It's so far away.
I'm sure everybody's going to kill it before then. So you'll have time to think about what you're doing.
Think about what you've done, Rosemary.
You have time to think about what you've done.
Hail it in. It is your turn.
All right. 14 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. For 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack is a 23 to hit for 6 points of damage.
All right. Again, he looks pretty fucked up as far as just spin
even more so than last
trickles of water. Yeah, about the same. Yeah, about the same as last time. Walter, you are up.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Well, there we go. Now that no one's in this elemental, he's going to go ahead and stand up from the water and slash his glaive through it twice. First one is... It'll be sufficient. 23 to hit for 6 magical slashing damage.
That does not kill him.
And then the backswing, trying to end this, is 13 to hit.
Nope. Sorry.
It's
just droplets in the air. Just the most tenuous tendrils between the droplets as it's still flailing around. I wonder how it can get a 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage with as spindly as it's looking. Farah.
All right, so let's slash. 17.
That hits.
7.
She's dead.
Oh, good.
Yay, fine.
Yeah.
Rosemary, you make it to the...
Nobody bring him back.
Yeah, so I'm at the fire door now?
I'll allow you to continue since you're out of initiative.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait a minute. I'm the one who's... Wait, you're not supposed to be making any more choices or ideas, are you, Rosemary? Didn't you tell me not to let you do that?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What the hell? Open the door.
All right. I like your moxie. And first I check to see if the door is openable.
It doesn't say it's not, so yeah, go ahead.
Great. So I'm opening the door.
Water entering the fire lab produces steam that fills any headroom above it, causing... Who's all around you?
I think I'm probably just by myself. Because I don't think anybody's going to be with me at this point.
The steam engulfs you right away, and it's pouring out of this room. You take 5 fire damage.
I just say, son of a bitch, it's hot. This is hot.
And I will say that it is still hot. So you might want to move away.
I back away for sure. And I close the door if I can.
I'll let you do that.
Okay. Guys, Haladin, you take over. We shouldn't go in there.
Now the entire area now is warm and moist. The water has diminished somewhat as it flooded into the fire lab, but it's still 2 feet deep.
So which symbol is on the door that's off the hinges? Is that rock?
43. That's the stone lab, yes.
Yeah, I think we should open that door next.
Just inside the door is a thick, curved wall of stone that stretches from floor to ceiling.
That looks not no. I'll give it a go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's a door or it's open?
The door is off the hinges. Inside is a curved wall of stone.
But blocking the room, or it's more like a archway?
The door, you can move through the door, but you're immediately blocked by a stone wall.
Script goes, I got this. And he uses a 3rd level spell. He goes, come on, maybe this is the gate. And he'll cast Shape Stone on the blocked door open. That this is the first time of this campaign that the stone is not magically protected. And he'll attempt to mold a 5-foot space to his choosing and create a doorway through the wall of stone.
As you surmised, this is not the original temple of rock, and you can form that archway, that doorway. The room inside...
At the last second that he does that, he burnishes the platter, or the bent chafing dish and like waves it in a circle to make it seem like that's what happened. Look, it worked, guys. It's the magical key. Look, this is the door that it opens. And he gives it a jab.
Nice.
I knew it the whole time. This was the key.
Within the stone lab, the water like pours in, and now it's like 1.5 feet deep. Give me a you don't need to percept. There's a rock elemental like standing there in front of you. Under the water, it appears to be in a summoning circle.
Walter!
Oh yeah, there. Do you need something there?
That thing looks mighty fierce. Mighty fierce.
It does. It is not moving, however. I mean, it's moving, but it's kind of like stuck in the circle.
Okay, let's be diligent and see what's in this lab, and be ready, because plan C is we grab everything in here and then run.
I mean, we got this. He grabs the thing on his belt. We got this water. This water spout. You think this do anything here? So
yes, I absolutely do.
Splishes it around in here as it continues to just pour.
You get like scrolls and books and stuff soggy with your spew.
Well, I'm ready just in case.
Okay, I can mend it. If they get waterlogged, I can mend them back to their pristine shape. But let's look around quickly and hopefully not release this place.
Yeah, it's very clearly a lab for researching the element of stone. The elemental he like spins as you guys move around the lab. He spins to always watch you, but he cannot leave the circle.
So being a rock wizard, Strick tries to decipher anything that you may find
Sure, there's like scrolls that with rock spells that you may not have in your spell book yet.
This is good. This is nice. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. Look at look at this one. And he's hastily going around.
That's there's not much here. It's a research lab. You're probably the only one who even cares about what's in here.
Yeah, I certainly don't. I'm already bored with this room.
It's interesting. Look at this. It's a book on feldspar. Look at this.
Everybody give me an insight. If you're like looking at anything other than the feldspar, you can have advantage, Strick.
I'm not looking at shit. I'm not touching anything.
You don't care.
No, I got screwed over last time I did stuff, so no. So it's a hard no for me.
Okay, so he rolls a nat 1 and then a nat 20.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
Yay.
I know, right?
On the impartial face of this stone elemental, it looks like as far as he can make any expression at all, he may be pleading with you. Strick, you specifically, Strick, the rock wizard.
Hey there, big fella. And he approaches the stone elemental.
What languages do you have?
Oh boy.
You didn't pick him because who needs languages?
No, he did pick a third. Dwarven, common, and I don't know why the hell I picked. No, I didn't pick a third. No, never mind.
What would be the most logical one for a rock wizard to pick?
Primordial. I would. I mean, that's a guess. Okay. Isn't primordial kind of like the?
Yes, he speaks primordial and Terran. He speaks both.
Ooh. All right, good guess. And so he
with you. He has been stuck here for decades.
Hey there, big fella. Looks like you don't want to be in there, and I'm not your enemy. What's your deal?
Apparently, when the Orange Star came and screwed everything up, all the magic was corrupted. Whatever experiments were going on in the lab just essentially broke. And the researchers in this room were killed outright, and just as I'd finished summoning me. And I really like to go back to wherever I came from. I guess plane of Earth.
Yeah. So you want me to send you home, or can I do that? All I got is focus on feldspar, so it doesn't exactly help.
It's this circle that's binding me. If you can do something. If you can do something with that, I can find my own way.
And if I let you out, you give me a pinky swear that you're not going to attack me?
I pinky swear that I will be your servant for 24 hours.
That's more than fair. And he gives, I guess, unless there's more clues to be found by the rock elemental, he gives an Arcana check to see if he can figure out how to dispel the bounding circle. Or
what is your Arcana check?
3. 13. Wait. Would this be like because does he get advantage because this is a history check based off stone?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. 17.
You think as long as you disrupt the circle, you can either destroy it by damaging it, or you can make a pathway through it with perhaps something metal.
Oh, he goes, Walter, can you give me a hand?
Yeah, if you're really sure about this one, this is a one big dude here, a little more than I might be able to take care of.
Well, big smiles, everyone, because I'm 62% sure this is going to work. He hands Walter the silver, the folded in half silver platter. He says, "All right, you just take this, swing as hard as you can, and you cut a big ripple in it in the side."
So I just he takes it and it's like just one big swing with this. Yes, just cut it in there and
slice it open.
All right, I'll
Plan E.
And yeah, he'll swing. Strength attack.
It's sufficient to lay the shield across the circle, and the circle is broken, and the elemental steps out.
Oh,
bows to you.
Hey, big fella. Hey. I'm Strick. What's your name?
Terry. His name is Terry.
Terry? Yeah, we've countered other elementals tonight, and they haven't been friendly. But we'll see you through, and we'll see you home after we figure out what's stopping our ritual here, and we can cleanse this place, and then you can go home.
He speaks to you in primordial and says that's certainly acceptable.
All right.
So he will get his own initiative if he's fighting for you, but you have to command him what to do. He will not take any actions that you don't prescribe. You specifically
Strick turns around to his allies and gives the biggest grin. Aye, and holds up the platter. Holds up Walter's hand with the platter. I told you all, it's this thing's paying off dividends.
I mean, it did work out after all. I would have think laying a sword across the circle might have done the same, but this is.
You think so, but no.
This is better. This is better that you could actually do something with your platter. Okay,
Nice.
You are in room 43. You've rifled through all the papers and books. You've got some spells for your spell book, and you've got a new pet. And there's like 1.5 feet of water on the floor.
Well, now that we've got a new pet, I don't feel as wary about going into the air room.
Lead the way.
Area 41.
Yes.
Let's see what's in there.
Right?
Okay. You open the door and it is windy within.
Terror. Number one cause of erosion is air. I do say so myself. This guy's our enemy. If there is something in here that's nasty, would you lead the way?
The stone elemental walks through the curtain of air, and he stops in the room. Let's see. The room beyond this curtain of air is there are like tubes of neon glowing. It's pretty weird. It's again another laboratory, but different gases and different tubes. Let's see what this. Okay, you sent him in. So now I gotta like roll against each other. He waves to an object that is flying around. It's see appendix B. So you're just going to leave him in there to fight whatever this is?
No,
because if so, I'm not going to like
kinship with him. Yeah, it
looks like a carpet.
Perfect.
And it starts like flapping at the elemental, like about its head and such.
Well, we clear this one out with 4 for 4. What do you say, fellas and ladies?
Sure.
Or we could just shut the door, leave these two alone, and go on our way.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Well, I gave him my word, though.
You can ask him to like fuck everything up if you'd like. Like I said, he's not going to take any actions without you telling him to do something.
And we locked the two of them and Skirk in there.
Nice.
How's it looking there, big fella? Mr. Terry, sir.
Terry tells you that there appears to be a flying carpet which is accosting him, sir.
Yeah. Can you give him a squish?
You just want him to pin the thing down?
Or whatever he sees fits. Yes.
After several tries, he manages to grab the carpet. He rolls it out on the ground and sits on it like cross-legged.
Sorry, my friend, yeah.
And it's like, it's flapping around, but it is like, it's got a conditional immunity of prone, but it is stuck under Terry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sarah.
How much
Sarah.
do you carry? How much does the rock elemental weigh?
I mean, it's 5 foot tall. We'll say, like, I don't know, 100 pounds per foot, 500 pounds.
Yeah, like a ton.
I'm going to look it up.
Let's get scientific about this.
Let's get scientific.
Mm-hmm.
Typical elemental could weigh between 2 and 6,000 pounds.
Wow.
Oh.
According to Stack
heavy.
Exchange. Now, Stack Exchange technically is not the official channel of Wizards, but
I mean, it's a giant
that sounds
rock.
reasonable. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Therefore, this carpet really can't do anything about it. Now,
Take a rest. Take a rest there, fella.
It doesn't say that it has any language.
Hmm.
And it doesn't say that you can tame it.
Out of game?
Yeah?
Is this a magic carpet?
Oh, yeah, clearly.
Ah.
I bet that would get a lot of money for us. Could we, like, what do you guys think about, like, tying it up? Like, rolling it up somehow? I don't want to destroy it. That seems wasteful.
It's going to fight the whole way. You're going to have to do, like, a group strength check.
Well, you hold it.
I guess you can have
Terry.
You can have Terry like roll it up and like hang on to it, and then you can tie it. So yeah, I'll let you do that. It's not. It doesn't really like it, but you do. You manage to capture a flying carpet. It's going to.
You hold it like this, Terry. And I'm going to wrap this rope around it.
At the beginning of every combat, I'm going to see if it can like break.
Fair enough.
And every round, at the beginning of combat and every round during combat, it's going to try to take advantage of the chaos to try to free itself. But for now, you've just you've opened another door. There's like 6 inches of water on the floor now.
So as far as we know, is all that we see in the foyer the?
Now you didn't go in. You didn't go into the air lab. The elemental brought the rolled up carpet out to you, and you tied it out there.
I'll keep an eye on this with Terry. You guys want to go in and poke around at those?
I don't think there's anything in there to find, but all you guys who go in take 1d4. You can roll it yourself. Bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone as you enter through the wall of.
Oh man!
The wall of wind that's closing the elements.
What a great cliffhanger spot!
This is a good place to stop, but I don't think there's anything in there to find. You got the carpet.
Take 3 damage and get out of here, you scamps.
Just be grateful.
That's all you took. Yep.
So you're saying we shouldn't break the tubes open? No. Okay. No. Bad idea. Bad idea.
Go ahead.
Bad idea.
Go ahead. I'll figure out what happens by next.
Bad idea. Maybe better.
Oh yeah, there is stuff in there to find. So, what did you find while you're breaking all the tubes?
Well,
are you immune to poison?
Dwarves are resistant to. Is it poison or disease? Resistant.
Resistant to the paladin is resistant to immune to disease. You are resistant to. But in the air lab, there is a wand and a mask, which you can waste a spell slot to identify if you wish. And that is what you found. If you broke any of the neon tubes or anything, then you get to save versus poison. And let me know how that goes next time as we wrap it up.
Nice.
What color are the tubes? What color are the neon tubes?
Oh, there's all kinds of cute colors. There's the normal pinks and yellows and blues, and purple never quite looks right, but there's that there.
Walter, this could make for a pretty cool looking bar in here. Look at this. You just bend these tubes, you can find it could be a W, an A, an LT, P, and an R.
All in different colors.
There you go.
We even have the fighter room over there. I bet if we heat them up some, they'd be easier to bend. Some glass blowing there. Really shape these into some sort of sign almost.
I think Rosemary might have something to say about that.
Walter's bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gladwater Tavern.
There we go.
All right.
Nice. Well, thanks, Andrew.
Yeah.
Good time as always.
I guess we're on again for next week.
Month out.
About a month out.
Sounds
Have a good night, everybody.
Awesome. Have a good night, guys. See ya.
Good night.
Right. See ya.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey there, listeners. Would you like to support the Wednesday Night Crew as we go on adventures in Eberron, as well as our other adventures in other systems like Basin, Alien the Role-Playing Game, Call of Cthulhu, and many others? Then be sure to visit patreon.com/Eberron Adventures. Heck, you could be as famous as our supporters Jonathan, Andrew, and Sean. You get your name up in lights. Well, maybe not lights, but how about the end credits? Soon enough, we will be adding more tiers to our Patreon with cool things like character names, character creation, homebrew items. The list will be endless. So please be sure to visit patreon.com/Eberron Adventures to donate and be a part of the family. And as always, see you next week.